Okay.
Says live on the side.
Okay. Let me go click view your channel again so I can get to the live. I know you guys, every time I do this, I look like I'm like, but that's only because I am, man. Okay. Hi, everyone. Y'all be sure you go to not Top Chat. Okay. A lot of you guys say, you never pick me. That's because I do live chat. I don't do Top Chat. Top Chat, it's like, I don't think it's fair. I mean, it's like it tries to make you donate and all that stuff. It's like, I don't really understand it. But anyway, just go live,
Yeah,
not Top
yeah.
Chat. Oh,
Your camera looks a little higher than usual. There you go. Are we recording?
thank you for that.
Mhm.
Appreciate it. All right, welcome to the Chilling Eric live with our beautiful, beautiful soul, Ginger Bailey. Her information is on, will be on the screen, of course, but it's in the description box for on perpetuity. I sound so smart when I say that, but I'm really
You
not.
do. You
Anyway,
are. You
and
are.
Eric, you're there. I love you so much.
I love you, Mom. He's yelling, I love you, Mom.
Oh,
So cute.
you're a big date's coming up, and I'm not really
Yeah.
looking forward to it. So.
Yeah.
So y'all
Yeah.
send prayers to my family for October 6th. It's so weird. It's been so long, but you never, I swear to God,
No, it's never over.
for
It's
it.
never
It's
over.
weird.
It's never over. Nope. And that
So
goes for no matter how you lose somebody. When
I
somebody
know.
leaves your life, it's not the same. It's just
Yeah.
not.
But he's happy, and that's good.
He
You guys,
is.
Ginger, tell them what you thought about the documentary trailer that
Oh, that was kind of hard for me to watch because it was good. It was good. But for me as a sensitive, okay,
oh yeah.
I
But
can
was
and now
it
I'm
powerful?
getting chills. Yes, it was very powerful.
God,
Very
it's
powerful.
gotta be
My
so good.
heart sunk on some of those parts
Yeah.
because I can feel the pain of the family and
Mm.
everything that was going on in that moment. There's no time. So I felt that. Just talking about it right now, my hair's standing up. So
I know, I
it's
know.
very well done.
It is so good.
Very
I mean,
well
it's
done.
so powerful. Now, of course, my husband and I were like, he said, I don't want that in there, the last part, you know. And I
Mhm.
said, that's because you have PTSD. We do. But this is important for people to see and hear. Not everybody has PTSD surrounding something like that.
It is
But
because it's going to help people.
it's
Even
going to
though
help people. There's a
yeah, it's
trigger
going to help
warning at the
them.
first. Okay. So,
Yes, yes, it will help
um,
people though. It will.
but anyway,
Yeah.
so Paula is working with an illustrator to create different things for the website is channelingeric.com, and she's going to be to try to raise money for the rest of the production, uh, t-shirts and different things. So we're working on
Hmm.
that. Maybe scalar
Yeah.
services. We'll figure out
Right.
what to do
Right.
to encourage people to donate to what I think is going to be such a worthy cause. I mean, it's going to make my kid's death not a tragic waste, you know? So there's
Right. Right.
anyway, so let's get to
He's so
question.
sweet. He's so sweet.
No.
Yeah. He's just sitting there like it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay.
I
Yeah.
know it.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to
Yeah.
be okay in the
Yeah.
end.
Yeah. Yeah. He's just
Okay,
so
so
sweet though.
uh tell me. All right, so I asked this person for the daughter's name, but I'm going to ask questions, a couple of questions throughout from people who can't get on the live because they're somewhere else out of the
Okay.
time.
Okay.
Dawn Schnack, Schnack, really having a hard time with her daughter. Her daughter is like in crisis, addiction crisis all the time. I mean, really serious. And she's wondering, how can she, the mother, help? She would try anything. So I thought, well, maybe there's negative incident, maybe a scalar service would work, but I don't know. So what can help her, or is this her contract and she just has to be at peace with it and not try to save her?
It is. It is. It is her journey. This is her journey. Okay. We do have free will, of course, where that will just affect whether it's going to last longer or shorter or how in depth something goes. Okay, like how in depth they go with the addiction or the issues they have. This is part of her journey, though. But you know what? It's also part of mom's journey. Yeah,
Oh,
Erik is saying that this is part of mom's journey too, to learn to let go, trust the universe. As hard as that is, okay, I know I'm a mom. I've dealt with this. It's
yeah.
very hard and easier said than done. But um, okay, yeah, he's saying she will overcome this. She will overcome, and
That's
that's
good.
what mom needs to hear.
Do you
Um,
think a healer would help or scalar service would help or just let the contract play out?
Scalar, he's saying yes, some scalar will help. That like the main service could help with all the family, like help them through it. It's not going to make changes because you can't always change something that someone
Oh,
needs to go through. And this is something that is set that they need to go through, but it can affect the way they deal with things. It can affect the way you feel, that deep pain when you see your child hurting and you can't change it. So there is nothing you can do to change somebody, but there are things you can do to help in a way of Erik's going set boundaries. You do need to set boundaries, okay? As much as we want to carry them through,
I
sometimes they
know.
need us to let go. And to
Yeah.
let go will make them sometimes fall so hard that they have to come back up.
Mm.
And so this is something that can help. So set boundaries. You don't want to make things easy, is what I just heard.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've been there. Tough
That's not
love.
easy. Yeah, it's not
It
easy
is
to do this.
not.
But just know that the outcome from doing this is going to be helpful and not hurtful, is the way he says it. Okay.
That's
But it's
good.
going to be okay. It is. Support, love, but
Just
boundaries.
love and support and listen.
Yep.
That's all she does.
Yep.
She needs to do anything
Yep.
else except consider
If
the other one. Oh,
she
does she
can,
have any negative entity attachments that
I
are
don't know. Erik is saying he said no to that right away. He said
okay?
no to that right away. But there are some things that she's trying to deal with deeply that she's having a hard time. It's almost a denial in a way. Things that she's had happen to her that are in denial. And
Oh,
it's just little things that she's gone through in life. Like she hurts easy. Like she's
yeah.
very sensitive
This life or another life?
in this life, in this
Okay,
life.
all right.
Like she's had some heartbreak, is what I'm seeing. Disappointment,
Oh,
heartbreak,
of
which we all have, but some people don't handle it as well.
course,
So
of
this
course.
is self-medication,
Okay.
self-medicating.
Oh, all right. Anna B from, wait, make sure I'm from Illinois. I would like to hear from someone in spirit. Does anyone would like to tell me something today, and who is it? Well, that's too general, I think. And remember, you
Mm.
guys need to read the rules of the road. I mean, we can't have general stuff. We have to have, and if you want to connect with the deceased loved one, you have to give the first name and town, things like that. Otherwise, it's, or if you want to ask about something, let my spirit guide tell me about, it needs to be about career, about love, about health. You got to be more
Right.
specific.
And you
Everybody
know,
read the instructions right now.
yeah, the reason why too is because when we do this, all of us
It's
mediums do
so
this.
lightning fast.
It's really, even in a reading, it's hard to jump to different
No, I
subjects
know.
and people. So that's why if you want to know that kind of question, you want to get a session.
Yeah, so anyway, anybody who's done something like this, go delete the your little chat and put something back in that that we can answer for you and help you. All right, let me see. I think I did the eyesight optimization. I think these glasses don't work anymore. I mean, when I look in the morning when I take them off, I see the TV much better. So I'm gonna have to work on
Oh
that.
wow.
I
And
know.
I got to tell you something real quick. I
Yeah.
had a client, I'm not giving no names or anything, but she says that she actually has a couple molars growing back in from doing I
Yeah.
was like, what? She showed
Cavity's
it to
gone.
me.
It's
Yeah, she
crazy.
showed it. It's like, what, you're regrowing teeth? It's like, what? So I just have to share that with everybody because I thought
That
that
is
was
so
cool,
cool. That's a
really
lot
cool.
of energy to move around. All right, let's
Yeah.
see. Atharva P from Birmingham, UK. I came to UK in January 2023, and since then it's been rough on like financial and career front. What can she do to improve things?
Some of this is what Erik says is some of it is to help you bring your focus in on what your necessities are in life, what's most important. Not that you're a big spender or anything, out there, but
Yeah.
he says that this is supposed to help you um, actually get a better focus and a grip on things. And it's also pushing you in certain directions to go certain ways that you need on your path. So this is something that's guiding you. Now, remember this to anybody who has things happening to them that they feel is rough or a struggle. Okay. Of course, always financial or health issues. Those are some big ones, right?
No.
Erik says, always try to find what you're getting from it. He says, this will help you. Okay.
Oh,
Try to find what you're getting from it when these things
from
happen
the
to you, because
struggle.
they're right of the struggle, because it's not happening to you, it's happening for you, he says.
So
Um,
wise.
yeah, and so this will help. Okay, so with your finances, make a list of everything going out. Okay, and what can you switch or change? Or there's certain things that maybe you're not paying attention to that's going that,
Your
you know,
balance sheet.
yeah, like you
Do
just
you
need to
really need the top bundle for cable TV? I mean, things like that.
That's
It's amazing.
funny.
They
That's
can
funny
be
you said
nickel
that.
and dime to death.
Oh my God, that's so funny you said that, Elisa, because right before you said that, I was seeing like all these streaming services that somebody has that they don't remember that they have coming off of their bill. As soon and you're reading the energy here.
Cool. All
Look at
right.
you.
There's hope for me. Yeah. All right. So let's see. All right, now, okay, you know how I am, guys. Oh God.
It's gonna
Well,
be okay. Eric wants to let this person know
the
it's gonna be okay.
the contest question, I forgot to change it from the who was the first medium. It is, what is the first experience that we had of Erik's, the evidence of Erik's survival of, after death, as conscious
Afterlife.
survival.
Yeah.
So that's the question. I sent everybody else, I mean, everybody, the change, but, and then I said, not Erik, but Rick's, RIK apostrophe S. Okay. I can't help it. I'm old. Okay. Got one from somebody. Julie Smith's sister-in-law was killed 25 years ago and is still an unsolved case.
I just heard murder.
I've often wondered if she's watching over me and her daughter Jessica, if she could tell me my purpose here on Earth. Her name, Tina Blunt, and this family lives in Bakersfield, California. So I'm not sure if I'm wording this correctly, but Tina has blogs, people have podcasts with the theory of what happened to her. I mean, it's a big thing. So, um, yeah. So,
There's a so you have a lot of purposes, is what I'm hearing. Okay. But one of the main things was to deal with loss and to deal with this situation. This has taken up a lot of your life, Erik says. But you've also learned a lot along the way. You've got a lot of growth along the way from this. And you've helped others because of it, whether you realize you did or not,
yeah,
by talking to others about things or talking to others about what you've gone through or others watching how you deal with things. This is helping them. This is helping other people.
what
So
happened
there's
to her?
many things. What happened to her?
Go ahead and finish, and then what
Oh,
exactly happened?
so anyway, he says that this is one of your main things why you're here, to overcome and deal with loss, and being able to see your strengths of being able to handle things like this. You know how
Yeah,
strong you are. You learn a lot about yourself, right?
yeah.
Um, so what happened to her? I see her like going with the wrong person, is what I see.
Hmm.
Um,
A guy?
trusting the wrong person. This looks like a guy. And then I feel like I'm choking. I feel like I'm choking.
Like a
Um,
date? or getting hitchhiking
I
or
feel like that she was out. No, not, I don't feel like it was hitchhiking. Eric is showing me more like this is somebody she met when she was out and about and
oh
she
yeah,
trusted the wrong person is how I'm getting it. Um,
awful. Okay. All
yeah,
right. Well,
that this was somebody she didn't know and no one else knew. And that's why it's so hard to solve it, is what I'm hearing, because it was a disappearance and they
okay.
didn't really know, or like they couldn't find out like what exactly happened because they don't know this person. There was no connection to her, is what I'm
Hmm.
getting.
So Carla D from Maryland. What was my relationship with my son in a past life? His name is Mark D, also from Maryland. So Carla D, son Mark D.
You've had other lives where you were his mother also. So you've had a lot of lives with that situation, but something that is different that I'm asking Eric to show me something different with this. It shows me that you guys were siblings. Is it this sibling? Okay, who? So showing me that you were like the older sibling and he was the younger. Okay. And then he shows me another one where that was reversed. So you've been
Okay.
siblings in other lives, but one where you were the older, and then another one where it was the other way around. Um, there's also been a time where it feels like the child, you had him as a child, but only for a short time. So like what would happen in this situation is like he was a baby, like you lost him in another life very young. What would happen is when he was younger, like around that age, you would like worry, like have worries that something's going to happen to him and you'd be worried
Oh,
about him a lot.
mm,
And that's a connection that you're feeling from another life. And if you still have that
mm.
life, that's why, because you've lost him early. Like
How?
it was an illness. Eric is showing me an illness, like there
At
was
what
some kind
age?
of disease. He's showing me toddler, so
Oh,
three-ish. Yeah, it was
horrible.
some kind of illness, but this was like, and this was here
Yeah,
on Earth because you've had lives on other planets, but this was
cool.
here on Earth that I'm seeing. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Thomas Saba from New Jersey wants to know about an interesting past life that he may have had. Eric. I love you, Eric. Just want to let you know.
I love you, Mama. He said it just like that. I love you, Mama.
Oh, I love you too.
Hmm. Okay, interesting past life. Um,
Mm.
you know. This is something that was, it looks like during the time of like witches, like witch trials and stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah. You weren't one of the witches, you weren't female in this life, you were male. But what it shows me is you were in love with somebody in this life that was accused.
Oh,
Yeah. It doesn't look like though that it was. Yeah, just her. I was looking to see because sometimes, like, I'll see this and I'll see both couples being taken, the couple
oh,
being taken as a
wow.
couple because they're a part of the relationship, but it wasn't like that. It was just her being taken. So, this went on for a while though, and you guys tried to hide, you tried to get out of there. Sometimes
Was
in
this in which continent was this in?
this looks like he's showing me like France.
Oh, okay.
France, yeah, like France, it looks like. And it looks like you guys would hide though. You would like try it. Like I see out in these bushes and trees, and
Oh my
that they're
God.
trying to like be in secluded areas. So sometimes you might have anxiety in this life when accusations come around to people you
Oh,
care
wow. Oh,
about.
so that's how it manifests. I was going to ask that. How would this manifest?
Yeah,
Paranoia,
so you
probably
if
like,
people
I don't know,
make
hard to trust
accusations,
anybody.
and you would also be somebody who is gets very upset at like conflict. Don't deal with that
Yeah.
conflict well. So
Oh, wow. Okay. The weird thing happened. You guys know what I'm talking about. All right, so somebody said the first experience was my husband seeing Eric, having an experience with Eric, but that's not the case. And I hate when it does this. Kind of
what did it
pain.
do? Oh, it went down
You know how
again.
it goes poof. It's
Yep,
like, and I don't
right
want to
down.
skip a bunch of people. God dang it. And I try so carefully to scroll.
I've
school.
had it do
Be
that
careful.
too, when I'm on a live, not
Oh,
these, but
really?
not on this live. I don't see the questions, but like if I'm on someone
You've
else's
seen
live,
it.
yeah,
All
I've
right.
had.
Meanwhile, while I try to find it. Okay. Tammy McGill wants to know how her husband, who is deceased, Terry Scruggs, how's he doing?
So is this something, I mean, she can't answer me probably, but I feel like something with the heart, and it also makes me like have a hard time breathing, like I'm losing my voice. But
Oh, yeah.
so it's just kind of tight right here. I also feel kind of heartbreak too.
Yeah.
Um, just like not just on her end, but his
I
end.
think we've talked to
Um,
her a lot, and I think there's such a soul connection there.
Yeah, I
It's
feel that
crazy.
with both of them, like this heartbreak. He really does miss being in the physical, but he is okay. I'm hearing him say he's fine, he's happy. Um, I see this a lot where people visit in dreams. He's still doing this. He's still trying to, communicate with you, and let you know he's still with you and he's not going anywhere. Um, Yeah, and also I think you can hear him sometimes, like hear or feel him, because he's getting really
Wow.
good at it. Yeah, he's getting pretty good at it. So if you're questioning that, just trust it, okay? So, and for anybody, if you see signs or something that you think is maybe a loved one, first person who comes to mind, that's who it is, okay? Because they will put
Oh, yeah, that's typical.
yeah, they'll put that thought in your head of who it is.
Yeah.
So, but he's telling me you're getting better at talking to him or listening to him. He can hear you though, everything you're saying. And
Awesome.
he loves you.
All right, Johanna H from Stockholm, Sweden. Renee's Norwegian, so I'm not going to hold that against you, though. There's a lot of play between Norwegians and Swedes. Okay, so Elisa's father saw Eric's apparition, and that's true. At first, when I put this contest question, I thought it was the orb that Michelle captured on that had a comet's tail and
But it's your
shining.
dad. It was your
But
dad
I
calling you,
forgot.
huh?
You're so right, Johanna. So that's how I started this whole thing, this whole journey, because I didn't know if Eric existed anymore or not. And then my father, who was awful, I mean, he was, thank God he's a was and not an is. You know, first words that came out of his mouth when I was screaming on the phone that Eric had died, he said, sorry, he's going to turn to dust. So he's a militant atheist. So Whitney called me 3 days after Eric's death, panicking, saying he saw Eric in front of him while he was reading this Wall Street Journal. And then Eric went to him, crawled up into his lap, and whispered in his ear in Spanish, whatever, things come in threes. And my father's from Spain. And he said, Elisa, I don't know what to believe. I'm panicking. I'm so
Oh,
startled. So
oh, yeah.
that was why, because that guy would never say something like that to make me feel better,
Mm-mm.
ever. So
Yeah.
you're right. Oh my God, Johanna, thank you. So you contact me and I'll set you up to get some questions answered. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Lisa the Young. Oh, Lisa, I haven't heard from you for a while. My Aunt Diane recently passed away. Does she have any messages for her sister Helen? And does she give signs that she's around? Diana, Pat,
So I'm
Helen.
something about feathers and birds or something I'm getting. And that's a yes. She does try to give her signs. And second that she sees these things, she thinks about her. I also feel like maybe letters or numbers or something make her think about her. Um,
Oh,
what was the other question about her?
uh, does she get, that's it. Does she have any messages for
Does she have
Helen?
a message? So
Yeah.
she's just, yeah. Something she's saying is to it's okay if things don't always move forward like in the rate that you want them to. This is what
Yeah.
I'm hearing here. It's okay if they don't always move forward in the rate you want them to. Just it's okay to take your time too, to get over things or go through things. It's important. This is
Okay.
important for you. for your healing is what I'm hearing. And I feel like she's just a loving, warm person that really like to help everybody feel better,
Oh,
about things.
yeah,
And that's what she's doing with this message is she's just wanting you to feel okay and feel good. And she hears you. Um, and she will continue. She just said, I will continue to let you know I'm still around, is what she
that's
said.
nice.
Okay. Yeah.
By the way, Tom Palladino, I don't, a lot of you guys remember him because I've had him on the show, and he owns the company scalarlight.com, which is similar. It's a little different. He takes pictures and changes, he mostly works on bacteria in somebody, but he's a really loving, sweet man, very heavy into his faith and family. But I found out that he went to Hawaii and he had a catastrophic accident and died. And I think he probably fell off a cliff. I mean, so it just, I don't know what happened, but I mean, I really miss him and I'm so sad. So Tom Palladino, and he lives in Florida. He lived in Florida. Um, scalarlight.com. It's still there, guys. So use him. He's really it's really a good technology. So what happened, Tom? Can you get
Let
on it, Eric?
me see what happened here.
All it said was catastrophic accident while they
Yeah,
were.
I'm seeing water and mud. Something with water and mud. Like he slipped or fell and then drowned. Like there was like a combination
Yeah.
of something like that. Um, he's doing fine though, and he still works with Scalar from the other side. He talks about helping those like you, Elisa, and others that work with it. He's like almost like kind of like the guide or the teacher behind you, kind of helping you. Um, this was his exit point. He's
Yeah.
thinking, yeah.
Mm.
Um,
So did he fall off a cliff? Was that it, or just it was on a beach, or what? Or maybe he didn't want to talk about it. I don't know.
I, it's kind of like it's high up, but it's not high like the high cliffs. But it
Not
was
high enough that that would cause his death.
right. It's more like when he hit, it was like he got injured and he couldn't get out of the water. That's
I
what I'm
gotcha.
seeing.
Okay.
Yeah. But I feel like it was maybe there was some drowning. He just kept getting like mud, slipping, and water.
Okay.
Um,
Any messages from your beloved fans? I mean, you were so loved, Tom, including by me.
He's saying thank you. He's saying thank you for being so dedicated to me and so loyal followers he's talking about. And he wouldn't be where he was or who he was without them, is what he's saying. So he's so thankful for it. And he's still around. He just said that I'm still around and go far.
All right.
And
So look, everybody out there, you can honor him best by using his services because he's very good, and the his family has taken over that, and they know the technology. So yeah, so I'm hoping everybody will go to scalarlight.com and help the family out by continuing to support his work,
yeah,
basically.
he said thank you. Yes. And you don't have to be, it's not like you have to know or be a special person to do this, So
Oh, he was
yeah,
special. I'm telling you,
yeah.
there's very few people that I can name
He's talking
that
about
were
his
just
family taking
kind.
it over. He's talking
Yeah,
about
no,
them
no,
taking
no.
over. Yeah.
He's so
Um,
kind.
yeah,
Well,
I can see that with him. I can. Very, oh my gosh, he has like this easygoing energy about him that's just so unconditional, that I feel with him. And but what he's saying is it was his business, but it doesn't like he doesn't have to physically be there for it to work, is what
no,
he's
that's true.
trying to get across to people.
Absolutely doesn't.
Yeah.
All right, so let me see if I can find him. So sweet. There he is.
And
guy.
he has like blonde. I can't hold it up a little bit. Oh, okay. Yeah, I
Huh?
remember him. I remember him. Yeah.
All right. We'll go forward. Tanya C. from Toronto, Canada. Can you give me guidance on next steps about like going back to the old work or pushing work in the energy healing kind of, slash forward slash channeling field?
You're meant to be a light worker, he's saying.
Hmm. That does not surprise me. I know who you are, Tanya. Yeah.
Yeah, he says you're meant to be a light worker. Keep pushing forward with this.
Does she need to continue her old work or does she need to like push past the comfort zone and
No, yeah, push past that comfort zone, step outside the box is how he's saying it. But he also says that there are I feel like this is a financial thing, a financial situation that's happening. It's
yeah.
how he makes me feel. So there's certain things you can do right now with the gifts you have to bring in business. And those
Oh,
are the things you need to do. You need to focus on what you have in front of you right now that you can do. Don't wait until, okay, I'm like, because he's making me feel, he goes like in her mind, it's like, okay, when I get to this point, then it'll be okay. Just do what you have right now and work with that and make that grow because you do have the abilities right now to get this business going in a way where you can bring people in.
yeah.
There is other ways too that you can get help getting people to know you and advertise for you. Look into some of those
Do
directions.
TikToks, for example,
Mhm.
lessons on TikTok on
Yeah,
how to channel and stuff like that. And
right.
that could be very useful. Or little YouTube shorts. And
Well,
if you
yeah, I feel like it's about getting herself out there, letting people know what
yeah,
she's doing more. I feel like there's a
it
little
does
bit
help.
something holding her back a little bit there, like some confidence, but
Mhm.
you can do it.
Of
He
course you
says you can
can.
do it. Yeah.
And ask Eric's help. He loves helping
Every
people
single
to get
person I work with my mediumship training, he's like, I'm your guide. I'm your guide. He'll like jump up and down until I say it. He's like, me, I'll do it. He's just
it's all about you,
he
Eric.
loves it.
I know he does. He does. But yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people are in a job and it doesn't do well and it craters because that's the universe saying, get out of this shit hole. You're not meant to do this. Go forward with your real love, your real
Mhm.
passion. But I don't know.
And it takes time. It takes time to get something new started, you know. So that doesn't mean stop. It doesn't mean it's not working out, you know.
Of
But
course.
you are meant to be a light worker, so move forward with it and do whatever you can to make it go now.
All right. Maria from the UK. She wants to know if she will find love soon. And her handle is peace. We don't have her last initial or anything, so I don't know if you could do it.
It's okay. So there is a little bit of a block on the heart. I feel like there's some block, but this doesn't mean that if someone's meant to be in your life isn't going to come in and just kind of slows it down. Okay.
Yeah.
I always like to say you can't fight fate in a way because if it's supposed to happen, it will, but things do change how and when. Start focusing. Okay, Eric's like, start doing what you enjoy in life. Be that person that you want to meet.
Oh,
Be somebody that you are true to the depths of your heart is the way he's putting it. And this is going to bring it to you faster, he says. Okay, so just do things in life and live for you and know that this is going to bring this person in. You don't need to look for them. You just need to find happiness within your
I love
own
that idea.
space
Like if you like
and be
hiking,
you.
hike. If you like bird watching, bird watch. I have this
Yeah.
awesome, now I know I'm old, okay, right? Because I have this app called Merlin that you click on, you record sounds, and it shows the bird that is, so it's kind of.
Yeah.
And
That
then I
don't make you
saw there was a
old.
red-shouldered hawk, and I said, Bella, get inside, man. Oh my God. Okay,
Yeah,
right.
see, I could just see Bella getting picked up by the
I know.
hawk.
Oh God, yeah. Well, we
They
have a
do
hawk
that.
shield for her, an actual
Oh yeah,
Kevlar
yeah,
thing that we put
yeah.
on. Okay, so she hates it. Elizabeth from Northern New York. Hi, Elizabeth. Any insight why mornings have always been difficult for her? Like such a heavy feeling that needs to break it. And I know, Elizabeth, I had the same thing. It's like the worst part of my day is waking up and trying to get out of bed. And once I do, it's fine. But
Mhm.
I go through these intrusive thoughts of remembering how Erik looked when he was dead and all just weird, so bad intrusive thoughts. So, but I always have such a hard time getting up.
Yeah,
What
there's a
about
little
her?
bit of depression going on with her. So what you need to do, Erik says, and by the way, Lisa, this happens to a lot of people. There's something going on with the collective as the vibration lifts on the planet. Erik has showed me that there is something going on a collective, um, um, where people are having these thoughts that come in, and it's like, why am I feeling this way? Why am I thinking this way?
Yeah.
Yeah, there are some things that happened in our lives that'll keep playing in our head, but it's more of an energy that's pushing it. There's a certain energy, and so this is like a doom and gloom type thing that's on a bigger scale. And so
Mhm.
something he says to do is, first thing you do when you wake up is think of something positive. Start putting positive thoughts in your head. Okay. I'm going to have a great day. You don't have to believe it. Just put it there. He says, I'm going to have a great day. My life is wonderful. All great things always come to me. I'm so looking forward to today. If you have to lie to yourself,
Take
lie
it
to
till you
yourself.
make it.
Yeah.
Take
He
it till
goes,
you make
you
it.
got to lie
Yeah.
to yourself, then lie to yourself. Damn it.
Yeah.
He goes, but you got to
Exactly.
get those positive thoughts in your head first thing in the morning, and that's what also drags your energy down, because the heavier the energy, heavier the thoughts, heavier the energy, the more you feel more lethargic and drawn down. So this is something that will help you, he says. Just try to get, and if you have to put sticky notes all over the place when you
Yeah.
look at it first thing in the morning, do it. But positive, think
Absolutely.
positive things, little things. You don't have to have like
Thoughts
a whole
create reality,
conversation.
people. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so
Oh.
I want to do a little oversharing here, TMI, I'm sure, but I just found out today that I was approved for the ketamine nasal spray Bravado because I'm on antidepressants, but I've never really been like I don't want to kill myself, but it's like it's I feel a lack of joy and stuff and motivation, even though I have a lot to do. And so I'm going to do it tomorrow at 9 o'clock. I will let you guys know how it goes. It's nasal spray ketamine, and apparently it's supposed to be very effective, and it's only $10 copay. Yes. So anyway,
Score. Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
Erik says that he's saying that what happens with people with post-traumatic stress, okay,
Oh,
and have had
yeah.
big traumas in their life that they deal
I've
with,
had so many. God,
this messes with your endorphins, the endorphins
yeah,
that you have in the brain. This really messes with those synapses. It's almost like this. He explains it like this. Lisa, if you have some pain over and over and over and over again, you're going to be using those pain receptors, right? Well, it's
yeah.
almost you're getting your own like endorphins, like kind of like if somebody has an opiate over and over and it kills the synapses in the brain.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
post-traumatic stress does that, he says, where it will overwork those,
yeah,
and so then it's harder to feel happy
yeah.
naturally. And
Well, I
that's a
mean, I
lot
have happy moments, but
causes
it's
it.
like it's mostly
Right.
just like flat. And I decided recently before I even looked into this, like, you know what? My last decade or two, I don't want to feel like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
okay, Erik, but I want you to come in while I'm in my dissociative state and visit me. I don't think it's not like IV ketamine, so you don't go through the chaos. So I'm not going to probably be able to access that. But if I can, fine. All right. So,
You can access any spiritual connection as long as you are in a state of being where you feel
yeah.
yourself, and you're not like distorted or lost or something. That kind of
Okay.
thing makes it hard, but yeah.
All right. Ingrid D from Colombia. Dear Erik, will I make it back to the USA this month? Only if you come to Texas, sweetheart. I'm kidding. So Ingrid D, Colombia. She gonna go back to US? Okay.
I time is hard, but I don't feel like he's saying like not, maybe not this month, but soon.
Okay.
Um,
So will it
I,
happen eventually? If,
yes,
if
it
the
will.
quantum
It
probability goes
will.
on this trajectory.
It will. I feel like this is going to be closer to maybe the following month. Okay.
Okay.
But again, free will can always speed
No.
these up or slow them down. But he's showing me more like November, not October. Okay. But yes, it will happen. Yes.
All right. So Michelle Laver wanted to find out about her son, Todd Bush. Is that enough information or
Is he passed?
we don't know? So maybe you should get more information to put it back in the go back in the chat line and do that. All right.
Sometimes I can feel someone pass behind me and people who are living in front of me, but and I kind of feel my shoulder here, so he must be passed. But yeah, I'd like to have just a little bit,
A little bit more
like
information. Yeah, of course.
something else.
All right. Carmen Claudio from Seattle, Washington. Can I get a message from my son's father who passed away 2019? Derek Sanchez, also from Seattle.
I'm feeling like okay, so I feel he's first thing I heard was I'm okay. I'm still with you, is what I'm hearing. Um they're having a hard time with this. He sees you and hears you in the hard time that they're struggling with this. And she's struggling with the son. I feel like there's something going on with the son. She's struggling. And so he says to tell, what is it? Hold on a second. Let me get this.
Yeah.
Mom, so telling mom to know that this will pass. This will pass is what he keeps saying. It's going to be okay. It will pass. It will get better is what I'm hearing. And he's there helping with this is what he says. Okay. He's bringing like support and love. I see like he was a pillar to them, like a strong pillar in the
Oh,
family, the strength, like
that's
they turned
hard
him
losing that. God.
and I just keep hearing it's going to be okay. This is going to get better. It's just time, patience,
Yeah.
patience. Yeah,
Okay. So
lots
this
of
is kind of for me and my friend Nancy Antia from Argentina because she lost her son Santi before Eric died, but they had communication even before that. So it's a very complicated situation. Anyway, there's this woman, Sonia Rinaldi, who does instrumental transcommunication. She's a researcher, and she was presenting her findings, and one blog member was in the audience and looked at the slide she was presenting and said, "Oh, fuck, that is Eric." And Sonia never heard of Eric. I mean, it's like, it's
right.
weird. It's crazy.
When did
So,
this happen? This
I can't remember
it's
years
been a
ago now.
while. Yeah.
Yeah. But Sanji's in a group of 14 young people, all of them from your country who passed away from overdose. Sonia told me all of them had been invited to be a part of this transmission station. Okay. So weird circles appeared around their faces on the communication thing on the slide. And Sonia, for the first time in 35 years of recording, she called three engineers to check for her equipment, and everything seemed to be fine. She thinks it can be a wormhole that connects this dimension with the dimension where they are. So I need to ask Santi, she says, if that was him in those photos, and if those circles were wormholes. If not, what were they?
So right away, I heard a yes to the question.
Santi?
Yeah, and
Okay.
then the other thing that I'm seeing, Eric has shown me, is like it's almost like if you had a picture of a bunch of people and someone says, "So who's a part of this?" Like being a part of something, and they start
Yeah.
marking them, like check marking them. But it's
Oh,
like an aura. It's almost like an aura in the picture of each person. Like if I don't know if you've ever seen before pictures where they'll take a picture of a group of people and then there'll be like a ghost kind of person in the background. Have you ever seen
yeah.
those?
I
Okay, so
just posted a TikTok on that.
okay,
Yeah.
that's what he's using. That's what Eric's showing me. He's using
Oh,
this for an
okay.
example. So instead of like these people showing up, their pictures are already there. So it's like their pictures are being circled to show that they are a part of this, of what you were
Oh,
asking.
wow.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so it's almost like their aura in a way circling themselves in the picture is how he shows me.
Okay.
So because they're already in the picture, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's just like, okay, this one, I'm here, but it's their soul. It's their soul, the light. Our auras are our soul. Our souls are
Yeah.
outside our body. Our bodies are inside of our soul. So that's why we have an aura, right? So it's just them portraying that, and sometimes it's just like if you get an orb on a
Oh,
picture.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're circling themselves with their aura in a way.
Yeah.
So
You
it's
guys
the
can
spiritual
play.
energy.
You guys ought to play with your iPhone, especially for some reason, in the dark, videotaping a room and ask Eric to appear. And you can like turn pink,
Yeah,
sit in my lap, etc. It's
yeah,
really amazing.
yeah.
I did that in Eric's room, and oh my God, so many orbs. AC was off. So I went into the other room and said, I'm going to go in the guest room, Eric. Don't appear there. And there was nothing.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
there's so many things to do. Anyway, Santi, do you have anything to tell your mom, Nancy?
The work that she does, he's saying, he's right behind her, like he's cheering her on, like he's her biggest cheerleader. That work she's doing, that she wouldn't have done if it wasn't for him passing,
Okay.
right? Is very important.
Okay.
And so many, just like with this channel, Elisa, with what you do, so many are getting help because of it. So, he's just excited. He's excited about it. And he just sends his love, you
Oh,
know. Um, and
lovely.
about the orb, I want to tell you that he does do that too. So he was showing me like he does that. So I'm sure
Santi
she,
does?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, he was like when you were saying that, I could hear him like, yeah, yeah, yeah. My mom can do that, like get the
do it,
orbs.
Nancy. Man.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
and what I tell people too is if you have someone who's passed and you say you have animals, you don't have to do it if you have animals, but this is what got me started with channeling Eric. Like not on channeling Eric, but what me knowing Eric. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Because I
yeah.
knew
Yeah.
Eric before I was on here. But was his orb that I got one time, and then I found out later it was him, but it was with the dog, with my dog, and the dog was like looking at it, and I have it
Bella?
on, yeah, Bella, and I
Yeah.
have it online and everything. But if your animals, if you like see him looking around at something, grab your camera and start filming.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
there's apps you can download for free to slow it down too, because sometimes they're pretty
Really?
fast. Yeah, yeah, they're something frame, but you could look at it. Just put in like the search bar of whatever kind of phone you have. Mine would be would be different than an iPhone 7 Android. But you
Right.
go to like where you get apps and then put in there that you want something to slow the frame down on your
Cool.
picture.
That
Yeah,
sounds awesome. All
yeah.
right. Okay, there's a whale uh nicknamed the loneliest whale because it calls at 52 hertz, which is untraceable to a specific type of whale so far. Is this
Uh-huh.
whale a possible hybrid? Oh, interesting. Olivia is asking this. Poor. I feel sorry for betas. Beta
Ah,
fish, this all alone in a bowl. I just don't like that.
oh yeah.
But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. They don't. Eric says that fish don't know that they're alone in a bowl. Mom, he said, don't worry, they don't know they're alone.
Oh,
Yeah. So there's something with this that's supposed to be. There's something spiritual behind this. Okay,
I
there
mean,
is hybrid.
52 is a low,
Yeah, I hear yes to this
right?
being like a hybrid, but I feel like what he's showing me is something ancient that is coming back into the oceans, like something ancient that is
Extraterrestrial?
like, yeah, ETs are doing this, but it's ancient
Oh,
type of DNA that is being brought in to these animals, almost like a cross into, like, say you take an ancient dinosaur well and you cross its DNA with the today well. Okay, what the way he's showing me this though is this is something to make people go what and pay attention. This is something to get
nice.
people's attention, and start learning and studying this, and then they're going to start finding more things out about this, about how It's kind of similar because they are mammals and it's similar to us and our missing link, and they're going to start finding missing links through animals before they do with us. That's
Well,
how
I
we should.
think a lot of the animals on our Earth are traced to extraterrestrial DNA. Look at the birds; they're probably from blue avians, reptiles from the reptilians. I mean, us 28 different types of ETs, alien species, are in our DNA. Anyway, it's interesting.
Yeah, yeah, there's definitely a combination of things throughout all species on this planet.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
But this is for a reason. There's a reason this is happening, and it's for people to start learning and making them look in deeper to things.
All right, Rontavian Mason from Knoxville, Tennessee. Will my inner thighs and lower stomach clear of hyperpigmentation? Been trying to get rid of it for months, and I can't tell if it's improving. You're beautiful how you are, Rontavian. Come
Yeah,
on.
this is supposed to be something that you're supposed to be learning to. And he's not going to want to hear this person. Is this a ML that was asking this?
Yeah.
This person who's asking this, Eric said they're not going to want to hear this, but it is part of your growth to learn to love yourself within. Okay. To love yourself unconditionally with
You're
all
perfect as you
things.
are.
And it will though, it will start to heal up. And I feel like this is also something internal, like that has to do with sugar.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
acanthosis nigricans is related to sugar levels, so which
Yeah.
is
It has some to do with sugar,
pigmentation. Yes, it's possible.
is what he said. So
Maybe he could
change.
benefit by the self-love, trauma release, inner child healing scalar service.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Try it.
And be careful with your sugar levels,
Mhm.
especially processed sugars. But I feel like that's something why Eric is saying that something about sugar is a connection. It's connected to
Okay.
this.
Rontavian, just feel
Okay.
free to email me with your medical stuff. All right, Melissa P. from Bergen County, New Jersey. Can you please tell me of a past life I've had with my puppy, Lucy? I feel like she's probably alive, but any past lives together?
Oh yeah, definitely. And more, I'm also hearing more in this life. Like there's been another animal you had that she was. Uh,
Oh, oh,
but
wow.
definitely, yes, follows you through many lives, Eric says. I see one where she was it looks like she's kind of a littler dog is what I'm seeing right now, but Eric is showing me like a bigger farm dog.
Okay.
You were on a ranch. I see a ranch with a bigger farm dog, and it was like the one that like watched out for the animals there. It was like that
Oh,
kind, like a
and it could be in
almost
another
like an
life. You never know. So,
yeah. This is another life, is what I'm
oh,
seeing.
okay,
This is
right.
another life. So you've had many lives though, but that's one of them he's showing me that you had with this dog. Okay, many though, many lives
Okay.
together.
All right. Mary Larson, um, Merri, which is cool. Larson, Laursen. What does my father, Richard Larson's future look like? He's 94 and is recovering from two broken ribs and some fractured vertebrae. Oh,
He's got some recovery coming, but like a time long recovery. But I have a feeling I know what she's asking, and I can't give you that. But what I can give you is that he is strong inside. Like he's strong. Like not. I'm not talking about like the physical
yeah.
strong, but the soul strong.
Constitution. Strong
Yeah. Yeah.
constitution. Yeah.
Right. And
Okay.
his future looks like a lot of struggle with healing and recovery, but he's going to be all right with that. Okay, it'll be okay. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I just don't want him to suffer. All right,
No,
like the
no, not. And usually, what I'm seeing here is that he is not suffering like others would see. When you look at somebody, sometimes they look like they're suffering more than what they actually are feeling. Sometimes,
yeah.
because it's
Okay.
you're not actually in it like with them, so it just feels like it's worse. But I feel like he's strong. Eric just for some reason keeps saying, "Don't worry, he's very
Okay.
strong within." So
All All right, a couple more. Melissa Williams, Manchester, New Jersey. Does my soul contract allow for extreme, joyful financial abundance? And what do I have to do to energetically get me there? Don't forget the 3969
You don't fucking know
journal method.
it.
Totally worth
369.
it.
It does. It does. Um,
Will that
if
help?
you follow, it will. Yes, it does. It does. Erik says yes, it will help. So first of all, this is interesting. He says, accept those things that aren't the way that you want them as being necessary. And when you start to
Oh,
do that, then those things that you're, wanting to come forward and manifest in your life, they will come easier, he says.
okay.
So just, and this is for everybody, he says, when you have things coming in your life that you don't want, it's like, I don't want this hardship. I don't want this struggle. He says, try to accept it a little bit more, as in something you need, an experience you need. He says, this will make other things come to you that are not so hard. Okay, this helps.
He's
So,
Lucas's dog Scout.
there's
Mm,
Scout.
He's so
So
sweet.
cute.
He does not like string instruments. Freaks out.
Oh no. It's the
Okay.
vibration. It's the vibration.
Wow. It's crazy. All right. So there's one that says also was it flickering lights, but we don't have the preceding thing, so I'm not sure. So we'll take one more. Ashley, I know who she is in Houston. Is my spiritual website my soul mission? Should I also write a blog on the site? And will it succeed?
It is your soul mission. And yes, you should write anything that you can that's going to draw people in. I also see sharing things like not explaining, what is this? Erik has shown me, like, if you did like a TikTok or like little Instagram videos, answering people's questions about knowledge that you have will help.
That
Will help
TikTok
grow,
live.
grow.
You
Yeah,
have to have like 1,000 followers to do that, but you can
but
get
you can
there. And,
start on Instagram. You can
yeah,
start on Instagram. Even Facebook has Facebook Live. I've seen people
yeah.
have millions of followers on that. But he's saying get on a platform where you can actually help people learn things, because there's so many people now that are it's getting more and more
They want
mainstream.
answers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
do.
want answers, man. I mean,
Mhm.
seriously. So there's this thing called repurpose.io that you can do a TikTok and it automatically gets the stream to YouTube, Instagram, all these other things,
Mhm.
Facebook. So look into that. I don't know if you could do it like it goes from starts with Facebook and then goes to TikTok, but I think it starts with TikTok. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know. Shit. All right,
Yeah.
guys.
I don't either. I don't know that stuff either.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Ginger. I love you. You're so
Oh, I
lovely
love
to
you
look. I
too.
mean, God, come on, look at her.
Thank you. I love you
Description
too.
box and on the
Erik's
screen.
going hugs and kisses, hugs and kisses, hugs
I
and kisses.
love you, Erik. Be with me tomorrow and when I go down that K-hole and visit me.
Yes, yes. I
All right.
absolutely, he says. And he says bye to everybody. Love you, he says.
Love you. You guys subscribe and please hit the like button when
Yes,
it comes out
yes.
to YouTube. I really would appreciate that. Wouldn't you, Erik?
Yes, of course. Yes. Do it. He goes, do it
Do it. Do
right
it.
now.
All right. Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
You guys subscribe and please hit the like button
Yes.
when it comes
Yes.
out to YouTube.
Still going.
I know. I have to get to the live is going.
Uh-huh. I think so.
I recorded stop. Okay, so now
Let me look. Because I remember one time we weren't sure, and it
I know
was.
it just showed me getting into the bathtub. It wasn't good, man.
What? I didn't know that happened.
I know. It's really not good.
Oh my
Uh,
God. No way.
but is it on?
I'm looking right now. Hold on. Let me look. Because I remember one time we weren't sure, and it was. Yeah, it's on.
It's on?
Yeah.
Okay, it's okay. Live.
Oh my God. No way.
Oh my God. Okay, hang
Yeah,
on.
I don't think you can turn it off without stopping the Zoom,
Oh
probably.
wait, hang on. Well, I stopped the Zoom. Oh no, well.
No, I meant.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
All right, hang on. I see the live. Okay, live and pause. How do I stop live? Hang on.
I don't think you can turn it off. Yeah, it's also being recorded still, it says. Yeah, this meeting is being recorded and content is being sent to a third party.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know how it works.
Fun. So much fun. I don't know either, but okay, let me see if I can go to live.
Yeah, it's also being recorded still, it says.
Live and
Ask people. I don't know.
save
You guys,
some-
how do we turn it off, you guys? I'm reading the I pulled it up and it's like they're like, you're still ongoing. That's also being recorded still.
Okay, I'm gonna stop the Zoom, which I stopped recording, but if I end it, let's see what happens. Oh wait, no, I'll go to more live